end result with Trump because the process can sometimes drive people mad and a little crazy and the up and down. But like in the first term, everyone was very critical of his Middle East policy. And then we got the Abraham Accords, which was an incredible accomplishment of peace between Israel and the Emiratis and the Saudis. And so there's a process that you have to allow unfold here. As far as the tariffs brought a lot of countries to the table. You guys got actually a pretty good deal out of this. President Trump was generous enough to actually exempt Rolls-Royce and some of your major manufacturing in the latest bilateral trade deal with the United States. And I want to see our two countries grow closer together. And I think the president has the same wish. But it's all the tariffs are eventually pointing at what we should. And this is the question for Europe, and this is the question for the United Kingdom. Will Europe and the United Kingdom decide to embrace the West, or will it look very, very far to the East? The rising power struggle in front of us is all the things we've talked about, but it really is the Chinese Communist Party versus Western values. The Chinese Communist Party is antithetical to even those of you that are liberal in this audience right now. It's antithetical to what you believe and how you believe it. The CCP is the greatest threat to so many of these different things on the planet. And as it is this rising power, we have to reckon with this question. Are we okay as America? I don't know if that's the case here in the UK. Are we okay with not making any of our own vitamin C, none of our own antibiotics, none of our own critical pharmaceuticals? We do not make our own drone materials. In fact, we are supposed to make 4 submarines a year. We only make 2 submarines a year because we have to get the parts from China. And so I think there is a vassal state problem that is presenting itself in the West, where we have grown addicted to cheap products. And the Chinese, they do manufacturing very well. And you are underestimating the Chinese if you think it's just that it's cheap labor.